Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you got okay with all this COVID-19 isolation, not going completely insane. Um, but hopefully we won't be isolation for much longer if we all just stay inside and keep the curve of this virus flattened. So today we are going over Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 9, Old Friends Not Forgotten. And this is a pretty good kicker of an episode. This is pretty much a pretty good fourth, fourth last episode to um to uh, I really like this episode. I liked it for the fact that we get the fact that we're going to probably see the attack on Coruscant by General Grievous and Count Dooku. So and then that will probably lead us into episode 3. That's my hope. Um, I like the fact how they brought Ahsoka in back to see Anakin and Obi-Wan and the 501st. I actually liked how when Ahsoka did arrive with that when with Sabine's sister, I liked how Anakin really wanted to talk to Ahsoka, but Ahsoka was like, no, business first, just we don't have much time. And I liked how the fact that when Anakin took Ahsoka down to see the 501st, I liked how they all had gone and painted their helmets orange and had like Ahsoka's face markings on actually put on the helmet, and Anakin actually said it was Rex's idea. Rex got him to do it as soon as he knew that you were coming. I also liked how, like, even though she's not a part of the Grand Army of the Republic and she's not a Jedi anymore, I still liked how the clones still have got enough respect for her to still salute her and still call her commander, even though technically she's not a Jedi and she's not part of the army anymore. And that's what Ahsoka actually says to Anakin, I shouldn't slightly, I'm not a Jedi, I'm not in the army anymore. And but Anakin said, well, they know what you're better do, and loyalty is everything to a clone. And and that's true. Loyalty is everything to a clone. And I like how Ahsoka gets her lightsabers back. The exact same lightsabers that she had in the previous seasons when she was in the giant order. But I like how they're blue, not green. Um, and I like that probably just symbolizes the fact that Anakin remade them. And I like I towards you, this episode she is more of of a guardian than a console. I always wondered why Ahsoka went green. She didn't really fit um fit as a contract. She was more spent a guy. She felt more the guy, but that could just be the fact how Anakin's mentor of her loved off her. That could be it too. But I was very, very happy that she got reunited, and now once she gets to our tennis, the alarms go off while everyone is talking to the council, and the fact that Coruscant is now under attack. So hopefully we're gonna see the Battle of Coruscant. I know they did it in the first cartoon version of the Clone Wars. I would really like to see it redone in this version of the Clone Wars. Because it's gonna be a kicker. I hope that we do get to also see what happens next episode with Mace Windu and that on Coruscant. What I do like is that when Ahsoka goes to Mandalore, we see Gar Saxon and the Prime Minister Olmec. I think it's Olmec or that going on. No, it's Prime Minister Olmec. I like how he's actually like Raul's little puppet. He's still actually Raul's little puppet, yeah, as Raul rules from behind. Because personally, I think it's very awesome. Personally, I think if the Mandalorians also want more looks like it, they probably will lose it. And then there'll probably be riots in the Mandalore capital. What does interest me is that when everyone says that if they help they will be breaking a whole lot of treaties. Well, yes, that is true, but I think that Mandalore already broke the neutrality peace treaties when they got involved with when the crime syndicates came in. I know, and yes, I know you're gonna say, but you know that was so that Death Watch can get power. Yes, that is true. However, Maul is the leader of Mandalore now. Technically, he is the leader of Mandalore, and he's dealing with the crime syndicates. So, and he also deals with Death Watch, who did side with the Separatists. So, technically, it's a fine line, but I personally think that Mandalore's neutrality was already compromised. I do think that they were compromised by Death Watch. I actually do think that was what happened, because yeah, that Death Watch reached outsiders to help them take control. So I think they probably broke the neutrality of Mandalore by doing that. what I do like though is the rock on more of how on how surprised Maul was when he finds out that Obi-Wan isn't a Mandalore and it's Ahsoka. Because he goes, I was hoping for Kenobi. What are you doing here? And yeah, and what I am hoping for, just quickly with next episode, I am actually hoping that we get to see a bit of what's happening on Coruscant, and we also get to see what goes on with Ahsoka on Mandalore. Those are the two things that I'm actually hoping for next episode. But yeah, I really like this episode. I thought this was an epic kicker ass of an episode. Anyway, contributors, that's it for me now. I will see you all next week in the next video. But yeah, if you haven't been watching the Clone Wars, go and watch it. It's a good season. Um, I'm gonna do an overall season 7 video at the end of this season, and then I'll probably go back and review season 1 through 6 and my thoughts on those episodes, and I'll get back into reviewing the movies as well. I'll probably start doing that next week as well. So actually I might actually bring out a review of so I had everyone broken I had mineral lemon mineral water, and yeah, it's making me perfect, so probably fun. But yeah, I'll probably try and I'm gonna probably watch an episode tonight and probably review it and actually come out middle of next week, just before the next episode of the Clone Wars. That's it for now, guys. I'll see you all in the next video. As of now, I am out.